By Logan Phillips here, your state representative of District 24, which is Mounds, Bixby, Glenpool, and northern Okmulgee County. This is a unique week for the Capitol. We are in our very first deadline week. Now, at the beginning of the year, many of you heard that we have these 4,000 plus pieces of legislation that are floating out there covering every gambit and spectrum that you can possibly imagine. Well, at the end of this week, anything that doesn't make it through the committee process is no longer a live round. So what's going to happen on Thursday is we will see a lot of those bills, the shell bills, the ones that just weren't particularly well worked out, or things that people have decided to lay over, will die and will no longer be heard for the rest of the year. And then we have to get through the election process, and they might be able to come back next year, but we'll never know. So we have a lot of pieces of legislation that are simply going to cease to exist. So I'm going to re-encourage you to check out that legislative tracker that I've provided. You can find the link to it in the link above. That will show you all the bills filed for this year. At the end of this week, I'm going to update you to only the bills that made it through the committee process. Now, for me, as your legislator, we have filed a lot of bills in a lot of variety of ways. Some didn't make it, some died, some we decided was not the right pathway to choose. Personally, I like doing things by rules instead of statute, but we do have some very good bills that we've already made it out of committee that are now live rounds, will either be going in front of the House floor or sitting on the Senate side ready for them to hear. Now today we passed 3 separate bills, with one of them being probably the single largest bill that will have the most impact in the state of Oklahoma for the next 50 years. And that is the Broadband Coordinator's Office. Now, for many of you, you know that I have been the chairman of broadband for the last 2 years, helping build out and make the plans, updating the state statute, and trying to shrink that digital divide so we could do things like telemedicine, telework. We could do digital learning with our students. Our students could go home. That we could do telemental health so that our senior citizens and veterans could get access to the Veterans Hospital and communities outside of where they're located, trying to shrink that digital divide in that rural communities. Well, after 2.5 years working on it, we are to the point where we believe that we will now be able to bring out broadband to 95% of every home in the state of Oklahoma through our next phase. So that is a massive generational change. We are going to see connectivity across the entire state of Oklahoma. And we're not talking about bad internet anymore. We're talking about high-speed, quality broadband. If you want to start a business, you want to do economic development, you want to do learning, you want to go to college, you want to do whatever you want in any spot in Oklahoma, we're going to get you some fiber to bring out to your home. And it's going to be a massive change. We got the Broadband Coordinator's Office. We passed that out of committee today. It will now go in front of the House floor. That is probably the biggest bill that came out at all. I believe that bill number is HB 3633 or so. Now, past that, we've had some other bills passed today and some bills passed last week that are still live. So far, we have my 3166, HB 3166, which is the Southeast Asia Economic Trade Office. So we're going to focus on that region in Southeast Asia. Think Taiwan, Philippines, Singapore, Vietnam, Japan, and focus on bringing that technology sector to Oklahoma so that we become the belt buckle of technology and broadband expansion, not just here in Oklahoma, but for the entire nation. Imagine if we have anchor systems where we are doing microchip processing and manufacturing here. We're talking tens of thousands of high-tech, high-pay, high-work or high-skill jobs here in Oklahoma for our people to use. That is how we build a generational change in wealth. Past that, we have working on creating the Men's Health Awareness Month. Many of you know that I ran last year the naming November as the Men's Health Awareness Month. We partnered with the Movember Foundation. We all grew our mustaches, raised awareness for those types of issues. We're going to do that again this year, make it even bigger. We're partnering hopefully with the mental health as well as the health department to make this message really, really pop for everybody. We also have things like HB 3168. We got out of committee last week. It's going to be coming to the House floor. I expect it to fully pass. This will stop those stupid spam calls that we've all been getting. You get a call from, I've received ones from my own cell phone number before. These criminals that are attacking us, wasting your time, being pests. HB 3168, the Telephone Solicitation Act, it's going to stop and strip down those spam calls that you guys are getting. That's a super exciting one I'm about. We also have things like HB 1011 that is live, should be going to the House floor, which is the Fair Repair, Right to Repair Act. We have literally thousands of tons of garbage from e-waste every year. This is a consumer rights protection bill. I expect that if you buy it, you own it. I'm going to protect your right to do with your equipment and your stuff however you want to use it. So we got consumer rights protections. We have privacy bills dealing with your digital online privacy, protecting your data and your rights online. We have bills dealing with human trafficking, HB 1128, where we're going to try to break up that human trafficking that's really happening in Oklahoma. And we have smaller bills like allowing historic or vehicles, decommissioned military vehicles to be used on the road. So think those Humvees, those World War II Jeeps, to be able to put in your parades and go around. And we had a little oversight of the tax commission, so we're going to fix that. We passed another one today while allowing juvenile criminal involved students who are in learning systems to be able to continue and get those diplomas, helping them graduate. So we're helping from the smallest level to the individuals. We're helping build economic centers. We're helping build infrastructure. It is an extremely exciting year, and I'm sorry I'm not doing it justice. It has been a very long day. I've been at the Capitol and drove back into the farm. We had some chickens and stuff coming in the morning, so I had to get back here, get the farm set up for that, so I am feeling a little bit drained today. But guys, if you have any questions for me, if you have any desire to engage, I am here for you. I want to hear from you. I am your state representative, and with districting change, we received a big chunk of new district in that Bixby area, and you guys haven't had the chance to get to know me too much yet, but I promise you that will change. You're going to see the big guy in the gray shirt and the big gray jacked up Jeep coming to your district, knocking on your doors just like we did last weekend, and so you're going to get to know me extremely well. But understand that I try to be extremely transparent. You have my list of bills. If you have questions, comments, or concerns, let me know. And if you hear some stupid stuff online and it seems out of character for me, just ask. I will gladly answer any questions. I promise the things that are being said about me are not actually true in any way, shape, or form. So guys, I am your state representative. We do have an election coming up, June 28th. I hope that you like the stuff that I'm doing, that we are building up those economic centers. We are building up new trade opportunities. We're giving our farmers ability to export their goods to new realms. We're going to be working on building the state of Oklahoma as a whole so that it benefits not just us, not just individuals, but the whole state, all the people in our district, and not just now, but for generations to come. Guys, I am Logan Phillips. I'm your state representative. I'm running for re-election June 28th. I hope you vote Logan Phillips. Otherwise, if you need me, reach out. My cell phone number is 918-849-1512. I am here for you, and I want to hear from you. Bye, guys.